No hesitation? That's the weirdest answer ever, but sure. So for this reason, because 1 HP is all you need, so let's go like this. Alright, no priority. We also will draw a card, which really helps with Teferi. That's really important. And I think we make the token. Hello everyone, it's Sloth here, and today Esper that you might really love, Esper LIFEDRAIN, because as you can see we are gaining so much life in this deck that basically all aggro decks will cry in a corner just sad. We have not only 4 cutdowns but also 4 marches, 3 Parasitic Grasp, don't forget a lot of popular decks and stuff, it's a human type, Swift Blades, all the soldiers, Talia, you know, all this stuff. So you can very often play it for just 2 mana and you gain 3 life, so that's huge. We have Celestus, we have White Teferi and the Wandering Emperor. All of those cards heal you so much that you can basically get up to 30-40 HP if you really care. So that really helps against every burn, and I've been playing against a lot of mono red and also a lot of soldiers, and this deck really performs very nicely against those decks. For the reason that we have very strong early game, we are basically just draining everything they play and then we are destroying everything. We can play 3 farewells and 0 depopulates, because our early and mid game is very healthy. We don't need to clear the board, we just need to clear it later. And one of the big things, I know Wedding Announcement has its moments before, but honestly in this deck this gives you the meat for the mid game, and you will see in games today this card absolutely is an MVP of the deck. It gives so many threats that you drain your opponent not only out of life but also from cards, and at some point he just cannot answer all those tokens and all this stuff, and then Teferi comes with his mighty token and just kill everything that is left. A small Teferi is incredibly nice, it gives life gain every single turn, it ramps you so you can start playing Memory Deluge and use cards from Memory Deluge on the same turn, and -2 gives you, you know, this one top deck that you needed to get going, like Memory Deluge Teferi. So deck is absolutely sweet, I really like it, and Teferi is basically the king of carrying games that you didn't think you will win. So yeah, no surprises here. So this is the deck, I really think you will enjoy this one, especially if you are laddering a lot. And don't forget to subscribe, you will always get Teferi on turn 5. On empty board. Huh? Sounds sweet already. Alright, with that great joke as always, let's go into the games, and thank you for watching, thank you for supporting the channel, and I'm so happy that you guys are happy with the decks, and we are doing our best to keep it up. I mean, imagine being on the play. I forgot how it is. I need to play some kind of aggro probably. Alright, so round aside, we have March and Wedding Announcement, so our turn 2 will be super scary, but if we can survive it, we should be fine, in all honesty. It might be Parasitic Grasp, depending on what he plays. So I'm feeling quite confident. Oh, sneaky. Alright, so we cannot ramp and we don't want to. So that's fine. I really enjoy it because he basically wasted his full turn just to play it, and we also get selection of the land that we don't want to see tapped. Or paint, basically. So we want to play Wedding Announcement, for this reason we are taking the planes. So that was extremely good. He basically gave us the initiative on a silver platter. And now Wedding Announcement will start to be a big problem for him. This is some kind of Rakdos? Yeah, I don't think it's Grixis. Sure. Oh, thank you. Cool. So we can definitely do a lot of stuff here. What is the best stuff? I think we should answer it as soon as possible. It's not perfect, but never, and nothing ever is, right? We could also try to go for the Emperor, but if he's smart he won't attack, so we don't really get too much value and we are left with Shortet again. What I don't like about this turn is the fact that I basically waste 2 mana if I do it. Or we just go with another Wedding Announcement maybe and kill it next turn. Yeah, let's do it. I like it much more. Also, this 2 HP that he will get, or life, should I say? I always say HP, but it's technically life, right? We do not mind it. Like, we will have a big advantage in this game and we will win by cards probably. Or just raw power and it won't make a difference. Of course, why wouldn't it be on curve? Of course we sacrificed the one that had less stuff. He still draws a card which is incredibly annoying. Man, this card, like, I honestly can't stand it anymore. Like, I don't want to see this card anymore. However, our opponent just attacked us, which is amazing. It means that we can just directly go... Alright, I should have put the stop. That's my bad, so I lost 2 HP for no reason. But it's fine. It's fine. Because right now we have a free removal, and now we have also Emperor, so I will attack with 1 only. Yeah, I want as many tokens as possible. So we miss 1 damage, but for this we get additional token. I have a lot of cards with high value, all I need is more board presence to force him into bad plays. So right now, we know he has more of those, right? It's top 13 cards, he probably has 5 of those. So, even though he might have it, it's still not great. He doesn't draw a single card. So I'm kinda happy with this one. And we can start removing card for card right now. I will probably not attack with 3 of those anyway, right? I want to have full value from the wedding announcement. So, I don't think it's a human, right? Yeah. So we go with Cliff. Oh, we cannot. We don't have enough mana. Alright, so we will go emergency mode then. And you know what? Emergency mode means that we +1 first in case he has removal. Because then, when he knows what we will do during our turn, he can just kill the Emperor in response and we get no value. Alright, that's a card. You'll have to see it, and next turn it will be the Samurai. So I'm kinda happy about this one. I'm not happy about missing my lands. Especially that we could follow up with Teferi and just dominate the game. But it is what it is. Let's attack with 1. And finally, the wedding announcement is flipped. So it's time for another Invoke Despair, right? And this card, like, is traumatic experience for me. I just, every single game I'm just thinking, do they have Invoke or don't they have Invoke? It's just, you know, this kind of gameplay. Right, Jace? You need to be annoying to our opponent, because they are definitely annoying to us. Brotherhood's End. That's a really good card in this situation. Tapland, definitely not what we want. But on the other side we have Memory Deluge into Teferi into Farewell, so we're still in a good spot. This definitely helped him quite a lot. The fact that he killed Planewalker together with the board is a huge deal. Ooh, that's a strong one. So he will discard Teferi. We cannot do anything again, like around it. Because, you know, we got mana screwed and our 5th land was tapped. Otherwise I would play Teferi. So, bit unfortunate so far, and very fortunate for our opponent so far. We'll try to rebuild with Memory Deluge. We'll pain ourselves just a little bit. We should start drawing something, right? Alright, Memory Deluge definitely. Alright, this is a really important card, so we are not whiffing on the value anymore. We are not guaranteed to use Farewell. That's super scary. That's actually really scary. I think it's wedding announcement just for extra pressure, especially that every token is, you know, quite big. Alright, so it has to be enchantment. I will lose my own, but it's still worth it. He's down to 3 cards, like, we cannot play around it. Do I care? I don't think those cards matter, and my graveyard does matter, for sure. And just in case, you know, there are situations. Our opponent has 1 mana, so this should be a cut down, right? This is the only card that will fit, and they definitely play it. So we need to remember, he has 1 cut down and 3 other cards. Possibly 2 after playing land. Mishra. Alright, that's actually something I do not mind at all. Very, very slow. Very, very cool. And we rebuild, like another wedding announcement, until it works. Until it freaking works. But you can see how much pressure this gives. Even if when he had perfect answers, he killed one of them with Invoke, and then he swept everything with this, and we are still pretty ahead on this whole thing. Right, as long... Oh, so it was Voltage Surge, not Cut Down. Good, good, good. He's down to 3 cards. We have Farewell and Memory Deluge. Oh, you'll love to see. This is the first turn when his play wasn't really strong. Firex and Flash Gorger. Annoying card, that's for sure. But we can deal with it, right? Yeah, it's perfect because we can Memory Deluge right after. Alright, so we cleave. We pay a little bit of HP. That hurts, but it's fine. I will definitely pay some life. I will pay myself quite heavily for this Memory Deluge. That will hurt, but it is what it is. We are kinda protected from Invoke Despair, like it always hurts, but not as much at least. So let's see. We are definitely pressured, the game is close, but I think it all depends on this turn, how insane play he will make. He just cycled, it wasn't any kind of real card though, so his card is basically random. So I think that he shouldn't have... never mind. Never mind. And he will return to cards, right? Oh my god. What an annoying play. Well, he's definitely not whiffing. We are definitely whiffing way more than he does. Alright, as you can clearly see, I still think we have 7 mana, so it has to be Otawara, because that's the only card that does something. And we'll play the land. And we'll make a token again. He's down to those 3 cards, but man, this card is pretty bad, in all honesty, in current meta, because at 5 or 6, if they have Talia, you are probably dead. Alright, so we'll probably have to farewell this one. Unless we want to repay all this HP. I don't think we will. Do I really need to pay him life for this one? Oh my god, I don't have even second blue so far. And wow, you can actually whiff on all of this. That's pretty insane. I didn't expect you can whiff on all of this. Well, that's definitely painful. So we can go for another wedding announcement. Yeah, like we have options, that's for sure. So we can go wedding announcement and hope he doesn't hit removal. And then Menace block. With Mishra, the reason I just want more value, you know? But it's probably way too greedy, right? Yeah, we should just play Otawara for the second blue as well, for all the Memory Deluge. Now we go like this. His graveyard matters, but we need... Oh, the smart play. We'll go for the artifact. Oh, yes. Okay, that feels really better. Alright, and now we go another wedding announcement. I heard there are a lot of weddings today, in this day, and this joke was never ever used in Magic. Mishra, alright, that's actually something we really don't mind. Fable, that's something we can work around, but man, he's not giving up on the pressure, like it's insane. It's absolutely insane. So happy we have so many farewells. Alright, so we will go definitely like this. So Mishra dies again and again. Man, I think I just gave him the treasure. Like, I can go for my Memory Deluge for this reason. How much do I need to pay? 0 life? 0 life is exactly as much as I want to pay. And we get so many tokens that he's not likely to kill both of them. And even if he does, we can just infer Parasitic Grasp. Right, so he's happy with 2 of his cards. Oh my god, this guy just never stops. It's funny because they don't have Cardo. Like, they literally don't have any kind of Cardo in the deck. Card advantage is Geek's Command and Invoke Despair, you know, his 5 mana plays. But we are spamming Memory Deluge every single turn and it's still so hard. I would really like Emperor just to buffer the Invoke Despair. It will come very quickly. Alright, this is just a play. Alright, this will die very, very nicely. Alright. Okay, so we know exactly the plan. For this reason we can go Memory Deluge. Oh, and we finally did not whiff. Alright, let's actually think about it. I won't go Bankbuster and Emperor, honestly. We could exile everything again. Like, it's good, right? We get him to such a low card amount that we should be able to top deck stuff. We should be able to top deck stuff at this point, right? Do I want the card? I won't get a card because I'm farewelling everything. So no reason to not attack. Let's see what he does. This is super fishy. You know what? If he blocks like this, we actually don't need to sweep at all. Because we could Parasitic Grasp Misha for the remaining 3 and just play Emperor for the first strike on this one and kill it. And we would basically clear the board without using Farewell. So he nearly did the wrong ones. I don't want to give him the Mishra, and I also will have to kill the Fable. I always feel that, you know, theoretically, if he's in top deck mode, and I'm not, basically, I should be winning the game, but so far it's usually not the case. Alright. You know what? We are sweeping this one really hard. One card, my friend. One card. And we will go with the Emperor. I don't want to play Bankbuster, because he can abrade it, and I'm left with nothing. Finally! This is the first turn when he actually whiffed. Alright, so Emperor will probably die. Oh, maybe not. I expected her to die, to be honest, but it's fine. She can live. And we are not playing Graphene Tower on purpose, just because we can cycle it. So, attack first. And this should be the cleanup duty, but man, was it hard as hell. He still has invokes, something we need to consider. And we need to be careful about the tapping lands. Alright, how do you want to tap? Pain lands. Good. You want to tap Pain lands for this mana, because if you... I mean, cool. I guess that's a card. I guess that's a card. I know my luck, guys. I know my top decks. I know that when I'm in top deck mode against my opponent in top deck mode, I'm absolutely losing this game unless I have like 3 Bankbusters in a row. Like, I need Celestus, Teferi, Memory Deluge. I think I have 1, right? Yeah, I have at least 1. Alright, this is definitely something we do not care about, so we'll have to see it. And I will actually... I mean, I can do it at the end step, I guess. I'm a bit scared, but let's do it. Let's do it. He will go with a nerf, so that's something we need to consider. But we'll pressure him quite a lot. Also, it will be 2-2, right? Yeah, even with a nerf it's 2-2. And it costs a lot of mana, and we'll draw some extra cards. Even with our draws, they should be fine at some point. Alright, so we could go extra damage with Bankbuster, but drawing cards is so much better. That's fine. That's absolutely fine. We just want to grind. Well, I guess he will get rid of all the cards anyway. Oh, cut down is pretty premium. It will be perfect for the Dragon Engine. He will draw new cards though, and that's scary. But he needs to pay a lot of mana, so he will be left at 2 mana, possibly 3. And it means that he probably cannot play too many of those cards. I guess he can play everything. I guess he can play everything. Sure. Alright, so. Yeah, it is a cut down. We are not guaranteed that his next threat will be, you know, something that we can kill with the cut down. And as you can see, his top decks are stronger than my top decks by far. By far. 3 cards, 1 mana. That's a perfect draw. this negates our samurai. Oh my god, bro, and we are still drawing lands. Is the next one also a land? I think I drew 5 lands in a row while he's top decking like crazy for the full game. Oh my god, magic. Magic, magic, magic. Like it's like we have so many good cards here. Memory Douche. Double Teferi, right? Okay, 1 Teferi. Emperors. I think we even have the... Okay, sure. That's a spot removal. On the bright side we have so much infinite mana basically. Alright, if he will go for the play, if he cycles the last card, then I will march in response. If not, that's fine. That's another land in a row. Can you imagine that we drew all of this? All of this. That's insane. I hope he will just do it at the end step. It's a little bit gamble. Do it. Do it. Nice. And now we know. I'm so sure he will just draw shorted and we will get absolutely wrecked by the next draw. But we have to do it. Alright, 5. Okay, you know what? We have infinite land draws in this game. Alright, so it's what? 7 plus 7? 14? Do I really go for 14? Like really? 9. 14. Yeah. That's the biggest march I have ever played in my life. That really speaks of how hard we are flooding right now. Sorry, bro. Did not mean this. And he's winning in the top deck because our 5-6 last cards did nothing. And his cards are really, really strong. Even like the Harvester is basically a cycling at some point, so he will draw a card for this. Alright, double Harvester. That's a 7th land in a row. I don't remember how drawing non-land cards feel like. Like this is... Oh my god, this is absolutely insane. Like we are just not doing anything since 6 turns. Imagine having 6 time walks in a row with 0 cards. That's basically how we are playing right now. And he's just drawing. Like he also has lands in the deck. Alright, so this is 2 turns too late. This was the card we needed. The problem is now if we play it, it's super bad. How many farewells? I think we don't have any more, right? Or maybe we have 1. I think we're playing only 3. Only 3. So do I really need to wait until we manually clear all of this stuff? We won't get there. But if I play Teferi, if I draw something good, I can win. That's really bad. Like it's so hard to win games when you don't get cards. And your opponent does. Basically whatever you do, you are falling behind. And we are so behind. I told you, when we were ahead, our opponent had 1 card and nothing else. We had Bankbuster, Planewalker and Double Wedding Announcement. And we still will probably lose this one. That's a lot of damage. So basically I'm waiting for some kind of removal so we can start playing Teferi and getting some value. And now he started to whiff after he has everything. Well, definitely that's brutal. Alright, this is the card. Those are the cards that I have in the deck. All of those cards, yes. Yes, 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 yes. Alright, we're starting to make something out of this. Slowly but surely. Man, we are down to 17 cards before we drew something. On the bright side, we have infinite mana, basically. Alright, alright. I think this is a card, though. Alright, those were all the cards that we could be getting since forever. Alright, but it's fine. It's fine. So we'll try to surprise him on multiple fronts. We need so many cards to recover from this. But there is a chance. If anyone can do it, it's Teferi. With his absolute balance power. Alright, he will attack everything to Teferi, right? He has only 2 cards. That's really not a lot. Alright, let's see. That went very quickly. So, we know that we can just create a creature. So this will be one of the blocks. And we have to draw more like clears. How much? 2, 3. Alright, so we can kill something. What is this something? Is it Harvester or the token? Like, they have infinite mana at this point. Let's go with the Harvester. Because it also prevents the most damage. And then we can kill this one with Emperor if we care. And we can draw cards. Man, having infinite mana, because we are so flooded, actually is kinda useful. This is brutal. This will be super hard. Emperor is a good draw. I mean, this is a good selection. So let's see what we get. Go for the throat. Okay, okay, that's absolutely fine. This is the card I wanted. So we need to start making some headway. We could also go for the token, honestly. Yeah, token is fine. We need a lot of power because we will soon deck out. We kill Reflection. And this will be Emperored. We could attack if we cared. And if we attack and he blocks, we can just Emperor it, right? But if he doesn't, he gets... Yeah, because they have Vigilance, but if they crew... No, that's lame. I think he wouldn't block, honestly. This game is absolutely crazy. Mishra. Sure. Mishra is not the worst. He still needs to kill us somehow, and we have triple Planewalkers. What is the plan? Face. Face is always the place, right? Why is Mishra? Oh, right. So I guess we get more stuff. Yeah, we are at low HP, so let's make sure that we actually kill stuff before it happens. Alright, it has to be this one. This will cost so much HP. But it's still worth it. The biggest threat is down. Now he has little mana, and this will deal only 1. Instead of more. And you know what? Now we can just block it for free, without trading. Why would we trade, if we don't have to? I think we're still winning it, which is absolutely crazy. Oh my god, this game was so back and forth. And now we are going for Memory Deluge. For infinite lands. Oh my god, how many lands can you possibly draw in one game? I guess 26 is the answer, right? It's fine. It's absolutely fine. We'll go with Teferi. And we will go like this now. I mean, this will be 1. Can I make it some, like, more interesting way? I can untap my creature. Yeah, that's so cool. Look at this stuff. The insane place. Artifact. Creature. I mean, I should use the mana, but I don't care at this point. So let's tap his one. Just to show some asserting dominance. That sentence had literally no sense. It's fine. Let's go for 10. I don't care. I'm rich in mana. I can basically pay whatever, it's fine. And we will put the counter on the Samurai, which is the weakest of all of those. We will do the attack thing, and now we cycle from surprise for extra point of damage. To stack all of our cut downs at turn 50. Oh my god. He still has the Brothers War, or whatever it's called. The Brother Who Sent, right? So it's still not over, but it should be over, because it deals 3 damage. He can sweep everything except this one and this one. Easy sharded, of course. I wonder if he has all invoked spells on the bottom, or he just doesn't play them. He plays like one of them. We freaking won this game, can you believe this? Alright, I think this one deserves an honest subscribe, guys. I didn't think this one will be something we can win. After his top decks. Oh my god. Teferi, as always, it's just Teferi carrying. So we are on the draw. This is not a great hand. This is definitely not a great hand. We are greeted by hello, so there's high chance for a mountain. Or maybe just a fellow viewer. I hope. But I would go with plains or a mountain. I consider it a plains. Alright, so we are definitely in some trouble already. Let's go with this one because it has black mana. I'm not sure how we play it. So the idea is that we need to play Celestus during one of the turns. We need to fare well, and this is our win condition. But we need to survive until then. So March is probably our biggest play. Alright, alright. I see how it is. I see how it is. We don't have any cards to exile. And we won't be able to do anything. You know, on the play with Perfect Curve and Talia, the usual. And at least he whiffed on the 3-drop. It's only amazing and not perfect. Alright, this is a pretty decent card right now. So we will be able to kill the first Talia. That's pretty big. We could also kill the veteran, but Talia has to go. Oh no, but she is buffed, right? Man, this is obnoxious. This is absolutely obnoxious. We cannot even hit Talia because she no longer has 4 toughness. Alright, this is actually pretty good for us. This means that there's no additional pressure and we do not care about this card. I don't think that's a good play. I think he should just play whatever he had just to add to the board. Alright, so we are getting attacked, that's for sure. This is a really hard call. This is a really hard call. I think we need to use March and exile the March, then play Celestus and pray we don't die during this turn. He will play Siege Veteran because he thinks it protects him from the sweeper. If he has another Talia, there is high chance one of those cards are Talia. And if they replay it, we are in super high trouble. But if we... No, bro. No, bro. I know you play your sideways cards, but we actually have decisions, you know, on the opposite. So, we could not do anything. It will be, what, 8 damage and we die. So we don't really have a choice here. So I think we go for 3, right? This will be 4 mana, 5 mana, and 2 will be a discount. So we need to make sure that every single HP is there, because this game will be much closer than we wanted to see. It's still 10. Alright, this is insane draw. Okay, okay, I see how it is. So he will put the counter where? Probably on the veteran, right? To, you know, have the good damage. So we have Aether Celestus play. I don't think he will kill us. Yeah, okay, okay, okay. I have the idea. So I think we go like this, because he will probably build into the board to kill us. And then a Wandering Emperor is amazing after Farewell, because it trades to 4-1. As always. As freaking always. They just have infinite Talia. That's probably one of the few ways we won't be able to win. Because this is the play. This was supposed to be the play. However, we can make it a bit work with the Celestus. Let's heal a little bit. Man, the second Talia was absolutely exactly not the card we wanted to see. We have what? 1, 2 white and a lot of pain lands. I don't think we need more. Takenuma might be useful at some point. That's some extra damage. Easy. No hesitation. That's the weirdest answer ever, but sure. That's actually really good, because right now we know exactly what the plan is. So I don't think they can kill the Emperor, right? I don't think they can kill the Emperor. So for this reason, we might go like this. Because 1 HP is all you need. Oh, that's a nice cut down. You know, the card that we needed for the last 10 turns. Alright. Alright. So, if we go farewell, that's not great. That's actually not great. We can go cut down. Okay, I think I know. I think I know how to play it out. The problem is that I want to make sure that this is winning position if we don't mess up. We can flip to daytime and heal a little bit. I want cut down into Talia, then play Teferi. Then we flip and we minus to this one. I would love to just save the Emperor, but I don't think we can. So let's go like this. Alright, no priority, that's really important.
You are not much of a roadblock.
We also will draw a card, which really helps with Teferi. We are back to 3, and we still have farewell, that's really important. And I think we make the token, and now we draw cards, so we get here royalty, or should I say a counter. So this is a winning position. That's brutal. We need to make sure that Teferi lives and just carries out us through the game. Like, he definitely has the potential. I'm not sure if they have like direct removal. I think they will try to refill, as you can see. And they think they're safe, but they aren't. Nice. Alright, do I want to draw a card or make a dude? I think we make a dude. Smork? What would you say for a Smork? Alright, farewell is really good here, because it also gets rid of the graveyard. He doesn't get any token, and he's down to literally 2 cards. And now we have Teferi. Now we have Teferi in March, and Teferi means that we start having card advantage. Rotar Qatar is annoying, but it is what it is. You know, one of the best draws for this turn, but to be fair, he didn't have good occasion to use it before. And we still have Teferi. I mean, how many tokens can you use? Do I want to pay 3 life? Not really. Not really. Let's go for the Throat. We use it first because he doesn't have burn damage, and I want to make sure that whatever we kill with March is just his last card, and the more mana we have the better, right? Sure. No haste, no nothing. Alright. So that's really amazing. We should be able to win the game from this spot. Quite easily, in all honesty. So let's cycle. This means that we draw additional card. This is probably not the best draw, but we didn't play a spell yet. So what we will do is make dudes, and more dudes, and more dudes. And we can start being aggressive, I don't care. This will be a 5-5, this will be a 3-3. And in emergency we have the March. I don't think they can kill us. I definitely did not forget that Teferi has Vigilance. That never happened. But as you can see, man, Teferi literally carried this game on its own, and Celestus is so good because the fact that we draw and discard doesn't matter, it's basically the same as just drawing cards. And this won't matter at all. With Celestus we'll cycle everything into good cards. And as you can see, we can just use Teferi to make a token every single turn, which is freaking amazing. But at this point I think I will draw cards. As you can see, pretty darn good. Pretty darn good. So he will scoop right now, right? I think he will. Alright, so yeah, he will explode. I wanted to use Celestus because if we go to daytime, yeah, we get additional power. That was pretty straightforward. Do we mulligan it? I will keep it only because of the grasp. Only because of the grasp. We'll start with the tap land. If we draw any kind of pain land, we have basically untapped mana base. We of course do not, which is painful because we could start with the Bankbuster, but it is the cost of deck building 3-color deck, right? So cannot be too mad about it. Like I can and I will, but it's not really justified. So We'll start with Wedding Announcement. This definitely gives us some edge because our 3-drop pressures and his drop does not pressure. Emperor, that's really interesting choice. This is a really interesting choice. Alright, so we will definitely play the blue one. I should go for the black one, by the way. And this is a samurai. It's not... Man, is it really not a human? Like, it really feels like a human to me. That's one of the disadvantages of Parasitic Grasp compared to the March. So I think we have to do it like this. Sneaky, sneaky. That's so fishy. And he has 1 mana, so that's fine. And this way we will get a free trade basically. So he played Emperor and used ability, and we played Emperor and used ability. Oh my god, it's also a perfect cut down. Well, that's definitely annoying, but we will kill it next turn, so that's fine.
We've got the edge in this fight.
I mean, do I take it? I think this one extra token is worth the 3 damage.
Watch out.
Alright, he will cycle. Celestus will draw him infinite cards, that's really, really scary. So let's start using this. Alright, let's play a land. And we'll go with Parasitic Grasp. This is basically the perfect target. Let's see what he does. He definitely has some tricks up his sleeve. That's a Dissipate. Alright. What about this one, my friend? Do we have another? Oh. So he really wanted to protect the Emperor. You generally don't want to start losing loyalty, because then you are behind on the Emperor race, basically. Nice. And we still get the token, and Wedding Announcement is the reason we have card board advantage. We basically played the same thing, the only difference was Celestus against the Wedding Announcement, and you can see how much it makes a difference. Now he needs another card just to kill the Emperor, and we killed his Emperor basically for free, right? Man, I'm seriously considering just removing Celestus. It's such a good card in his you know, situation. Alright, Swamp. Cut down. It's 5 damage a turn, that's no joke. He needs to react to this. He has 2 mana, so Make Disappear won't hit this. And as long as we can draw cards from the Bankbuster, we should be, maybe not in the winning spot, but we should be in a competitive spot. We should be okay. But we need to draw all of 3 cards, basically. So that's why I'm always playing it when I can start doing it basically instantly. Nice. First card to Papa Sloth. That sounded so weird. And he wants to cycle. The Celestus is actually such a big problem. He will have 5 amazing cards sooner or later. Discarding Teferi. Oh, that's serious. That's pretty serious. Not sure, Takenuma might be important. Let's draw a card first. It might change my opinion on how to play. He has the Emperor, doesn't he? Like, he had Teferi, he discarded it. It means that he had it in main phase and he didn't play it. So he has something better, so it has to be the Emperor. It has to be the Emperor. It's nighttime? It has to be the Emperor, right? Unless I'm absolutely bamboozled, but if you discard Teferi, it had to be this. First, the Emperor. If it dies, we just use Takenuma. And if it doesn't, it's even better. Like, with our Emperor, we don't fear his Emperor anymore. So this turn we can actually attack. March is absolutely fine. We already got the value. And he's tapped out completely. That's really good. You can see why. Alright. The question. How do we do it? Do we force him to draw a sweeper? I think we force him to draw a sweeper, because if he kills Teferi, we can use Takenuma to get it back. Do I attack with Bankbuster or draw card? I really want to draw my cards, to be honest. I know what I said, but I like my damage. And that's a lot of damage. Why did I play this land? I have zero idea. This was the worst play of the day. So I wanted to draw card with Bankbuster, and then I thought, oh wow, so much damage, I need to attack him. Like bamboozled. Don't forget, I missed 5 damage on expecting the Emperor. It might change the game. Maybe I will lose by not killing him at 5 HP. So the idea is that he needs either Farewell or Depopulate. Of course he got one. That's unfortunate, but we still have Teferi, that's the point. And he needs another answer. That's a really good one. That's a really good one. So let's see what we get. The tap was weird, but it's fine. Alright, this is important. Definitely Teferi, and I honestly think it's Celestus. Those are really good cards. And we will flip. Yeah, we will flip. It means we draw with this card. And it also means that our Teferi will go and our small Teferi will go. And that's a lot of free value. Like, you know, he can kill it, but you need to play around extra synergies, so you get this extra piece of value, you know? Right now, Cut Down won't hit it after this turn. March. It's fine. He tapped out for it. Man, he's playing so aggressive with those. There's no reason to do it before the draw, honestly. Like, you killed the fairy anyway. Why would you do it? It's just honestly a bad play. Like, I don't mind, but it's still a bad play. Alright, we have stuff. So I think it's the fairy. We are not plussing it, so that's why we don't care about Celestus mana. How much mana do we have? 4. 4 is good. It means that we can save one of our cards, like the fairy. Or I can just get it back at the end step and replay for extra card. And our opponent is down to 2 cards and we have Memory Deluge. We need to use it very quickly. Yeah, we need to use it quickly because he might throw well. Path of Peril, that's fine. It's card for card. As long as he uses card for card, we are kinda okay with it. Do I want another Teferi draw? Or more mana? I think we used Memory Deluge this turn. He is... like, this is Dissipate mana, by the way. But it's absolutely fine. If we do it main phase, we get more value, basically. We could do it on his turn and use Celestus to cycle, but then we lose 2 mana, and I don't think it's worth it. I like my mana, you know? I really like my mana. Alright. And it went through. That's a big deal. Alright, so what exactly he has in the deck? What are the permanents? Teferi, Emperor. Generally stuff that Farewell does not hit. So this hits Planewalkers the best. It should be this. This is Planewalker removal, basically. If I play land, I can play the Emperor next turn. Pretty tempting, but not really necessary. We can just outvalue him. He's down to 6 and 3 cards, we are at 7 cards, Celestus and Teferi. Like, we do not top deck so bad that it will be enough. I'm not using Union, because then I'm not guaranteed to use Teferi -2. Nice. I mean, Parasitic Grasp is pretty garbage. I prefer land over this. So let's play this one. Let's draw a card. We just grind the value, basically. Wedding Announcement is a really nice one. And I mean, we force him to win the game somehow. And he cannot. I could play another spell just to flip. Do I need to flip? No. We don't need to flip. All we need is basically to pressure him every single turn until he whiffs. Because, like, he needs to answer card for card and we have way more cards, so we just force the interactions. and he understands it. Well, that was that was an interesting game for sure. Alright, so what about this game? Man, being first with Bankbuster just always feels bad. Feels good. Oh my god. How could I say those bad things? So of course we go with the Sanctum into the Painland, into the untapped land. Our opponent is thinking. Nice. So, let's see what we are against. Yeah, we are not changing the plan. So basically we just want to draw cards and play Emperors. That's our game plan for now. And I'm definitely not happy with what I'm seeing right now. Well, that's rough. That's really rough. We needed Cut Down, we needed Go for the Throat, we needed Parasitic Grasp. We needed one of those cards on the early game. So this will be really brutal right now. And we need Wedding Announcement to just start stacking as much power as possible, as quickly as possible. Because this game will be rough. This game will be so rough. And we cannot go for the Emperor, he has protection spell. What we have to do is wait until he uses all of those. Like, yeah, he needs something on the Virtuoso first. So we are trying to skip the stuff. Just so he uses as much mana as possible. No blue mana, please. Please, no blue mana. Just play your stuff. Well, this will hurt. This will definitely hurt. However, so he can pump it very easily.
Run away. You'll be safer.
Alright, we probably want to get rid of this guy, right? I'm choosing this one because it won't die. So all we compare is what he gets, and this gets additional counters, and also Connive, which is basically the same as drawing cards, you know, at this point of the game. Next turn we will flip, so we will get more stats. Maybe we can make something work, you know. That's the problem. He has infinite protection spells, and we did not hit our removal early game, so we couldn't remove it when it counted. Oh my god, he just went for it? Well, that's something. So we have to play like this, that's for sure. We won't get better occasion than this to remove one of the creatures at least. We get some HP. And we play a land. Because there is a chance for farewell next turn. A really small chance, but it's still there. And I think we need to defend against the Virtuoso. There is a chance it won't get flying. And our creatures are pretty beefy right now, so we can just stack all of them on the Virtuoso. It's like we killed the bigger one, so this one is a bit easier to manage. 2 mana down. Like if we can get to farewell, all we care is this one last blue mana. And I hope that we'll pressure him enough to, you know, do something about it. If not, we just risk it. Alright, white mana is okay, just don't... Please tap it. Be a reasonable person and just tap the mana. Because it's making me anxious. Like hell. Alright. Alright. We have options. What are the options? I think this is the option. We pressure them quite heavily, but not enough that... I hope they will use something. They did not. Not great, not great. So I threw one of the creatures, basically. Huh. 2 cards. Alright, what am I thinking about? We don't have enough mana. I'm so bad at this game. So we will go like this. And we'll see if he has the protection spell. Yes, he has. Alright, shore up. It's fine, it's fine. If we can get Wedding Announcement... Alright, this is interesting choice, because there is an argument to not go for Wedding Announcement and just draw a card to hit a land. This might be our win next turn, if we make it right. He has nothing, basically. And I think this might not be a protection spell, not sure, but there is a chance. With this we'll get additional creature, so it will be harder to attack. Can we survive 2 turns? No, we can't. So this is our last turn. The point is that we can use the Bankbuster to block and also draw a card. Enter Fire Ignition, sure. It means that he's only at 1 blue. He gets Connive, so there's chance he drew something. Man, this matchup is so like... I hope he doesn't have it, basically. Alright, attackers, sure. It has Trample, right? It has, okay. So we will go for the maximum toughness, because we are dead next turn anyway. So we do not care too much. And this is the best block we can make. This is the best block we can make. We draw a card for sure. Hopefully a land, right? I mean, this is a card. It's not the card we wanted, but maybe the one we deserved. I mean, this is a lot of damage. And you know, this one has trample as well. So I negate part of the damage, but yeah, his draw was just way too bad. Oh, you are so smart of a player. He is so proud. If we started with cutdowns and parasitic grasps, we would just kill the creatures. This is what our deck is designed to do, but unfortunately we just cannot hit the early game cards on early game.